Hello, I'm Dr. LaFollette, principal at Natchitoches Jr High School, Frankie Ray Jackson Sr. I've been in education in the state of Louisiana as a teacher administrator for more than 20 years. We're excited, as I hope you are, to begin our 2020-21 school year. As we launch the year with NJH-FRJ face-to-face or virtual, we are ready to meet the needs of our students and their families. During this virtual open house, you're going to hear from our administrative team, Ms. Tanner, Mr. White, and Ms. Turner. Each of them will walk you through different parts of our school here at NJH, such as how we're addressing our COVID concerns, our curriculum instruction, and our behavior. Now for a member of our administrative team, Ms. Tanner will discuss our COVID safety guidelines, static groups, dismissals, high-touch area protocols, and how our classrooms will be disinfected and sanitized throughout the day. Ms. Tanner?
COVID Strong Start, Natchitoches Junior High, Frankie Ray Jackson. Student COVID safety guidelines. Temperatures monitored as students enter building or before exiting car. Face mask required inside the building. Hand sanitizing at stations upon entering the building. Social distancing throughout the hallways and classrooms. Signs of COVID. Students showing symptoms of COVID or running a fever will be placed in the Wellness Center. Checked again after a few minutes to determine if that child should go home. Static groups. Students will collect breakfast in the cafeteria and move to the static group classroom. Students will be in static groups except for elective classes. The core instruction teachers will move from class to class, minimizing students' contact with larger numbers of students. Hand sanitizing available in each room. High-touch point disinfecting. Custodial team and academic teams will follow procedures for cleaning work areas and high-touch surfaces. Cleaning will take place during each block. Disinfectant fogger will be used in the restroom and larger areas. Learning in the classroom and virtually. Face-to-face, students will be issued a device to use at school as well as take home to complete assignments. Face-to-face students will not share any materials at school. Students should charge device overnight and return with it to school the next day. Virtual learners will be assigned devices during Soft Start Week. See school website or Facebook page for instructions as to when to pick up devices. Virtual learners, a school supply list posted on the Natchitoches Parish website under Strong Start Virtual Learning Handbook may be found. End of day dismissal. Students will stay in static groups until dismissal. Bus students will be called over the intercom by bus route and moved to the bus loading zone following social distancing. Car riders will be called out as their car enters the car loading zone. We will send home a form to complete on the first day of school to assist us in expediting this process. Students will exit the gym. Walkers will be dismissed prior to loading the buses.
Next, we have Mr. White. He is our behavior coordinator. He'll be discussing behavior expectations and our PBIS program.
Welcome NJH-FRJ students and parents to the 2021 school year. I am Mr. White, your behavior coordinator. As your behavior coordinator, I am not only focused on negative behavior, but also the positive behavior that our students show on a daily basis. To encourage and push positive behavior, we will have a strong PBIS program. PBIS stands for Positive Behavior Intervention and Support. Students who show consistent positive behavior will be rewarded with PBIS books that they can spend in the PBIS store on many different things. We will also have pizza parties, nacho parties, cookouts, fun and games, among other things. This year, we will emphasize behavior tracking and planning in an effort to find the cause and solution to ongoing behavior issues. Parent involvement is encouraged and needed in all aspects of behavior coordination at NJH-FRJ. With the students, faculty, and staff and parents focused on creating a positive behavior environment, we will be much more successful. Virtual students are expected to hold the same standard as face-to-face students. Even among this COVID-19 pandemic and these uncharted waters, the faculty and staff of NJH-FRJ look forward to creating a productive and rewarding year. Thank you. Basic dress code. Shirts must be maroon, gold, or white. Shirts must be tucked in at all times. Pants must be khaki or blue. A belt is to be properly worn at all times. No hoodies or jackets with hoods.
Ms. Turner is up next, who will be discussing our curriculum instructions and how our teachers will be meeting the academic needs of our students here at NJH. Ms. Turner? Ms. Turner is up next, who will be discussing our curriculum instructions and how our teachers will be meeting the academic needs of our students here at NJH. Ms. Turner?
Teachers will be working collaboratively to ensure that all students are successful. Google Classroom will be used for instruction for virtual and face-to-face students. Parents and guardians can view a helpful tutorial about navigating Google Classroom on our district's YouTube channel. Please search for Natchitoches Parish Schools and you'll find a tutorial courtesy of the Desk Department. In addition to Google Classroom, licenses to Nearpod and Edulastic have been purchased to enhance student engagement and ensure that student progress will be closely monitored. Each subject area will also have a rigorous curriculum. ELA standards will be taught using the LearnZillion curriculum. Math standards will be taught using the illustrative math curriculum. Science standards will be taught using the Open SciEd curriculum. And social studies standards will be taught using key themes as identified by the Louisiana Department of Education scope and sequence. To further support your child's education, Natchitoches Junior High Frankie Ray Jackson has used Title I funds to purchase site licenses and various supplies. Title I is a federal entitlement program that gives funds to schools in need based on student enrollment, the free and reduced lunch percentage for each school, and other informative data.
So that gives us a glimpse of NJH through the eyes of our administrative team in some very important areas that our students and community and parents will be experiencing throughout this new school year of 2021. It goes without saying that the start of this year will be unique for students and staff alike. Despite the challenges and adjustments we have put in place as a result of COVID-19, we will continue to lean on those critical elements that we know every student needs to be successful. First and foremost, we want students to feel safe and supported at school. Everyone is excited to return to school and see their friends, but many might be a bit more anxious than the typical start to a school year, and we want our students to know we will have supports in place for their safety, physically and emotionally. We learned a lot from the end of last school year, the importance of communication, flexibility, and the contingency planning. But what stood out the most was the importance of relationships and the support we can provide when we have those interactions with our students. We do not know what the school year holds for us, but we know that we can leverage what we learned and what we already know about student learning to help ensure that all students have a successful 2020-2021 school year. This will likely not be without some challenges, but working together will ensure that your child will have a successful school year. I'm looking forward to getting to know everyone involved in the NJH-FRJ community. Thank you.